Hey guys, this is the Baymax Man here, and I thought I would do kind of a quick video, show you the Universal Monster movie collection that I have thus so far on LaserDisc. Now I do intend on getting a lot more of the Universal monster movies on LaserDisc. I have the Blu-ray Essential Collection, and so I want to get the Wolfman, the Invisible Man. Those are two that I need to get that I will eventually pick up. So let's go ahead and start off with the very first movie that comes to mind, which is Dracula. And this has got Bayla Lugosi, which is a very popular actor. He did a lot of horror movies along with Boris Karloff. And there's the back, which this one was 1931. That is where this one was. And we have 1931 Frankenstein. And you'll notice that both Dracula and Frankenstein has the restored version sticker on the front. It's not a sticker, it's just made to look that way, but it's part of the artwork. So that's part of the artwork, but it is made to look like a sticker. And then there's the back. And I'm very happy to have these in my collection, as this one is a great film, but I think Bride of Frankenstein is my favorite movie out of all the Universal Frankenstein movies. Bride of Frankenstein is my fave. So, but we have Frankenstein, which this was 31 as well, and there's the back. I might have already showed you the back. And then we have 1932, Boris Karloff in The Mummy. Now this is the original, and this one was sealed. All of my monster movies on LaserDisc were sealed, except for The Bride of Frankenstein. That's the only one that was not sealed when I purchased it. That's the back of that one. And this is a great movie. I love this movie. A lot of the classic horror movies I just really liked. And, you know, the Wolfman, I have it on Blu-ray. It's part of the Essential Collection. And when I first watched it, didn't like it. I watched it a second time, and I liked it. Because I had never seen the Wolfman up until a couple years ago. And so, maybe it was about a year ago. Because I'd always watched the Frankenstein ones, I've watched the Dracula one, I've watched the Mummy, but I had never seen the Wolfman. And like I said, I watched it the first time, didn't like it. Watched it again, and I liked it. So, here we have The Bride of Frankenstein, which I believe this one is 1935, I believe. And this, like I said, this is my favorite Frankenstein film of all time. I mean, this is superb. And there we go. just great films. And then we have Boris Karloff, son of Frankenstein. So this was the last movie, the last Frankenstein movie that Boris Karloff was in. This is the last one. Now this is 1939. I believe it was 1939 when this film came out. Son of Frankenstein. Now it's not the best Frankenstein movie, but it's okay. It's acceptable, I would say. If I had to rate this movie from 1 to 10, I would have to rate it about a 4 or a 5, because it just wasn't that great. And the thing I didn't understand is, like, the monster learned how to talk in The Bride of Frankenstein, but in Son of Frankenstein, he can't talk anymore. So why do that? Why not allow the monster to talk, continue to be able to speak? But they didn't. And then he ends up falling in this liquid substance that destroys him. So that was interesting. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend that you do. This one is a little hard to find sometimes on LaserDisc. You can find it right now. There are copies of this on eBay right now. I don't think there's very many of them. I think maybe 2 or 3 copies. But anyway, yeah, this one was sealed as well. So, you know, all of them were sealed except for The Bride of Frankenstein, but the other ones were. And I'd like to buy, I just want to buy all of the monster movies on LaserDisc. I'd love to buy all of them, but anyway, so this is, oh, the Body Snatcher. How'd that get in there? I picked them up. I sent them down there and then I picked them up. Dracula. So, anyway, great set of films, and I am planning on purchasing more LaserDisc films, and I just, hopefully that I'll be able to find some of the harder, there are some of the titles that are harder to find, but I need to get the Wolfman, the Invisible Man. Those are 2 that I want on my LaserDisc set. I will buy the Phantom of the Opera, even though I don't really like it, but maybe if I watched it again, maybe I would like it. And then there's another one too that I wanted to get, but I can't think of it right now. But anyway, so I'm going to keep building my collection. So the next Frankenstein one that I need to get is Ghost of Frankenstein, and there's a couple other ones that I want to get, but and then there's like Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, and Casablanca. I want to get, Casablanca's not in the monster movies at all, but I was just thinking of that one is another one I'd like to get. Anyway, and that's totally different from these, but I don't know why, I just thought that and just kind of came out. But anyway, so we've got the monster movie collection just so far. So I want to get all the ones that I have on Blu-ray, I want to get them on LaserDisc, because, you know, LaserDisc, because this is a lower resolution, the film grain is not as noticeable on LaserDisc as it is on Blu-ray, because you're scanning it at 1080, so you're going to see, you know, film grain, and it's okay to have film grain. I just don't like a lot of film grain, but they really can't help that because that's what film is, basically. There's not much you can do about it, you know. I mean, they do have ways of kind of making the film grain not stand out so much. But anyway, I never have liked that. But there's not much you can do about that because, you know, film grain that's what film is. So anyway, I hope you liked this video, and I hope you enjoyed looking at these films, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.